what we think we see is a fantasy, an illusion, it's made up in our imagination. It can have a huge impact on us to the degree that we believe what we see, but there really is nothing outside of us to be seen. Everything we're seeing is really coming from our own imagination. And that's hard to grasp when you're in a physical world that feels real and solid, but you don't have to fully understand it to get the benefit of the lesson, right? You don't even have to fully believe it. Just consider the possibility. You can't really see in darkness. What we invented, opposite of God, if God is light and all there is light, is we invented the possibility of something other than light, which would be dark. And we think we've made this world. It's like projecting a movie on a dark screen. The idea is that you can't really see in the dark. The primary mechanism for true sight, for true vision, is light. And so anything we make up or invent in the dark, in the sleep that we've brought ourselves into, isn't real, and we're not really seeing it. And what we call seeing isn't actually vision. And so this is sort of speaking into that and how we can attain true vision even here. So it is possible while we're here to bring true sight or vision into the world. And that's the idea. We're not being asked, it's too much of a stretch to, be asked to leave here or disappear the universe or uncreate it. That's not what the Course is asking us to do. It's just asking us to allow some light into the situation. And in the light, we see truthfully. So we see who's really in front of us, what's really happening, and that frees us. That's the idea. We find peace in that, and we become healers. Perception is not an attribute of God. Perception is something we invented when we closed our eyes to the light. We invented this land of perception. And what perception is us being at least 2 steps removed from truth. So perception, projection, the Course says, makes perception. So in the world of perception, we've invented something in our mind. We're like the movie makers, the writers of the movie and the script. And we have like this, what do they call those? The board, when you're making a movie, has all the scenes on it. And then, that becomes the movie. Well, we do that in our mind first without knowing that we're doing this. Then we project it out into what we think is the world out there. There really is no world out there, but then we see back what we've projected. That's perception. And so that doesn't happen in the mind of God. In the mind of God, there's only knowledge. There's only knowing. And knowing is not even 1 step removed. It's being what you know. You know by being, by the experience of being what you know, right? And that's foreign, completely foreign to us here at this level. So you can have that experience here, and that really is what the Course is trying to help us do. And so perception is not an attribute of God. His is the realm of knowledge. Yet he has created a Holy Spirit as the mediator between perception and knowledge. Without this link with God, perception would have replaced knowledge forever in your mind. This is how powerful our minds are, and we are, even though we invented an illusory world, because we believe in it. The mind has ultimate power. If this link didn't exist, we would be lost in the illusory world forever. There'd be no way out. God, being the loving God that God is, sent in with us this link, this tether to truth. We can't be fully separated in our mind from the truth. And so the idea is, if we turn to this link, we turn to the Holy Spirit, we regain access to light or to truth. So without this link with God, perception would have replaced knowledge forever in your mind. With this link with God, perception will become so changed and purified that it will lead to knowledge. This is the idea. It's like you're paying attention, you get the process we're in. So the turning to source by asking, turning to Holy Spirit is the channel or the link to source, which is all knowledge. And what that doesn't take us out of the land of perception. It brings knowledge into the land of perception, so it purifies our perception. It's so much simpler and easier, much less painful than trying to extract yourself out of what you believe is true, right? We're not being asked to deny the body. We're being given information about the body and what it really is, but we're not being asked to stop having a body. We're being asked to bring knowledge and truth into the illusory world of bodies. And the rest takes care of itself gently over time while we believe in time. And so we don't have to do all that. It's much simpler than that. Our only job is really just to have a slight little willingness to invite in the light.